I thought our guys were tough as nails today. Starting early in the morning, quick turnaround. Came up short, obviously, but proud of the effort. Love every one of these guys. And, sometimes you end up on this end of it, but, just big time warrior efforts out there today with guys that were on fumes a little bit. Came up a little short to a good ball club.
Question right there, please.
Karson were really fiery in your outing and kind of playing with fire a little bit, but you just kept battling out of it. Dot did too. I mean, just take me through kind of your emotions today in the start, how you felt like you performed and how you felt like Dottie did behind you too.
Yeah, I think we all just knew that today could have been our last day playing as a team, and we were all just fighting as hard as we could to do what we could for the team.
Park, you get up in the morning, you know you want to play 2 ball games that day. How do you kind of manage the in-between there, once you get excited because you have an exciting early win and then you got to sit around for a few hours?
Honestly, our focus was solely on the first game. Obviously there wouldn't have been a second game if we didn't take care of the first game and did it enough barely. It almost felt like we caught our second win there between games, and I thought we came out with even a little bit more energy, and of course the environment, the crowd, all that helped. But it was really just a high level focus on the first game, and then the guys kind of got a shot to the arm there. They got to chill out a little bit and hang out, and I think that helped a little bit too.
Karson, I see you're a little emotional right now. Just why is this loss kind of impacting you like that?
Well, it's my last college game. I love this group. I love these coaches. It's just really tough watching. It's a special thing we have. So.
Park, you've had to manage this club with all this coaching search stuff going on kind of in the backdrop. I mean, how have you been able to kind of navigate that with the team and kind of keep them focused on what's in front of them?
That's a great question. I mean, I got kids upset on the bus on Wednesday and Thursday. I got all kind of shit flying around. It's just, I credit these guys for just staying focused, locked in. They love each other. They love playing for each other. I wish a lot of the rumors weren't flying around. I wish there was a little bit more patience with the process, but I get it, of course. We've been living in it for 4 or 5 weeks. It just, what's really tough is to watch these guys work the entire year. Starting in late July and August, and to go through all that for a chance to be in this position that we were in this morning or even this afternoon, and to have that hanging over us, and it's disappointing, but it's the way it goes. And I do credit a lot of these guys for having the maturity and the foresight to understand that the most important thing is enjoying each other and spending a lot of time with each other and having fun playing the game. And I'm proud of them for how they performed and how they behaved and how they handled themselves.
When you kind of to that point, when you look at this journey in the last few weeks, adversity tends to bring teams like this together, and it seemed like you guys did come together at the right time. What's this team and this journey meant to you specifically?
I just credit these kids. I just love these kids. I do anything for them. The relationships and the work, and just to watch them go out to the league. I told them I don't even care how it goes. I'm just so proud of them, and they're knowing I'd rather go to battle with, and that's the truth. So it's that type of stuff that, whether we're in this situation or not, or coaching search or not, or winning or not, that's what I do it for, and I'm just so proud of them, and to see moments like tonight, albeit we're on the other end of it, but these guys are these guys are as close as it gets, and it's just hard to see us finish up like that.
Karson, you always been a guy that's had a little bit of juice out there on the mound, but it felt like tonight, rather than the crowd intimidates you, it feels like it just kind of gassed you up a little bit and brought the best out of you. How did you kind of manage that aspect of it?
I just slowed myself down a couple times because I felt my adrenaline getting too much, and when that happens, usually I'll lose my command. So I had to really focus on my breathing and trying to slow myself down during those moments.
Coach, you had McPherson out there again tonight battling. What's his future look like? Just the stuff that he has, the makeup, and the battles that he went through this year. I mean, what do you see for him moving forward?
Yeah, I think he's a future SEC weekend starter. I mean, he's got 4 pitches, he's got poise, he throws strikes. He's a competitor. He's got areas to work on like everybody, but I see a future weekend starter in the SEC.
Justin, you talked about the bus ride down here, people kind of being angry as some of these rumors were floating around. What was that environment kind of like, and how do you maybe think it impacted this weekend?
Well, it's just a distraction. I mean, it's all. It's impossible to quantify how it impacted this weekend, other than you just managing personalities and things where you're trying to focus in on baseball and you got to deal with other stuff. So it's just the way it is.
Coach, you want to just talk about the job Mendez did on the mound for them? What do you do to give you guys trouble?
Well, I thought he was really impressive. I mean, Garrett Fry did a great job first pitch of the game. I mean, I'm throwing first pitch of the game fastball every time, and so is everybody else. And he did a really nice job of rebounding and threw a ton of off-speed pitches for strikes, mixed, elevated his fastball. It's a really good arm. He held his velocity. Felt like he fed off the crowd. He managed in and out of some jams. Just really impressive start in a big game.
Justin, what do you think just happened those last couple innings when the lead was starting to slip away?
Well, I think both Karson's inning, last inning, and Dottie's last inning. I thought, just with what we have ahead of us, knowing that we're trying to win this thing, we're trying to play into tomorrow. Probably got a little greedy, trying to get an extra inning out of a couple of those guys, and Dottie left the runner on. I thought the right play was to go for the lead out at second. We don't handle it. Maybe the throw's a little offline, and then your back's against the wall against a good offense. They did a nice job, and I thought Ryan's stuff was good. I know he threw on short rest, and I know everyone's kind of concerned about him bouncing back. I thought his stuff was good. His poise was good. His command was good. I tip my cap. They hit him. They got him in good counts and did a nice job there late.
Coach, the umpires talked to you in the link before the game and kind of set expectations for how they wanted both teams to behave tonight.
Behave?
Yeah.
Well, they talked to us before the weekend. They talked to us before the weekend started. They made a big point of emphasis, yes.
Karson, a month ago when the coaching change happened, a lot of other teams maybe would have kind of just stumbled and missed the NCAA tournament, but you're here now, made it all the way to the regional final. What was just kind of this last month like for you guys kind of rallying and getting to this point?
It was like nothing to lose, and Coach Parker did a great job keeping us together and really making that a point. And I think the older guys in our team did a really good job of keeping the younger guys in check and making sure we all knew what the focus was. And I think we deserve to be. We could be an Omaha team this year, but we ran into a great team and on the other end of it. So.
Any more questions?